This is a guided meditation for connecting with Dear Spirit Guide to access gentle strength and grace. If you enjoy this meditation, please like and follow my channel. And for deeper explorations, visit sacreddreamwalking.com. To begin, find a comfortable seated or reclining position. Close your eyes and take some relaxing breaths. As you breathe, feel the weight of your body on the surface below you. This feeling that we call gravity is the direct visceral knowing that the earth, this vast and ancient earth, is holding you and grounding you. Also, take a moment to connect with your higher self or whatever greater or deeper intelligence or power that you relate to. And however you understand it, give the invitation that it facilitates this practice for your greatest good and highest alignment. And as you continue to breathe, Dear has long been recognized across many cultures as a guide of gentleness and grace, having the ability to move through the world with both a softness and alertness, and the ability to be vulnerable without being weak. In this practice, we are connecting with Dear energy, opening to the wisdom that Dear embodies. And so turn towards your mind's eye, your inner vision. See yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful forest. You have just emerged from the forest and you are looking out into a meadow. There is a dawning light just beginning in the distance. A mist is rising from the ground. The grasses are quite wet with dew gleaming in the soft morning light. Everything is very quiet, very still, very peaceful. The air is cool and soft against your skin. And you can feel it. This is Dear's territory. This is where Dear comes at dawn to feed, to move through the world with that grace and awareness. So stand here at the forest edge and become very still within yourself. Not a rigid stillness, but a softening stillness. Quiet your energy, soften your presence. You are collaborating to create the conditions to connect with the Dear. And as you wait in the stillness, you can then see movement at the edge of your vision. A form stepping from the tree line on the far side of the meadow, and you can see Dear, graceful and alert. Dear's coat is gleaming in the dawn light, ears rotating, listening to every sound. Dear's eyes are clear and aware, taking in the meadow, the forest edge, and you standing quietly at the boundary. And then Dear moves with a fluid grace, a fluid ease. Each step is very deliberate, each placement of hoof sure and light. There is a profound beauty in this movement, an elegance in this simple act of walking through the morning grass. And you, continuing to soften into your own stillness, can feel Dear sensing you, reading you, getting a sense of how safe it is to be around you. And of course, slowly and carefully, Dear begins to approach, moving across the meadow toward you. Coming close enough, you can see the details, the texture of the coat. This depth in the eyes, it's a liquid depth, these little small movements of ears, always listening, always aware. Deer stops just a few feet from you, meeting your eyes. There is no fear, just a deep awareness, a profound, attentive presence, and a mutual recognition, you and deer meeting in this quiet of dawn. And as you continue to soften in your stillness, deer begins its transmission. Feel the energy moving through the space between you, this heart-to-heart connection. A very gentle energy. Feeling this softness, deer is reminding you that softness is not weakness, that a gentle approach, a quiet presence, it is a form of great power. Deer lives and not only survives but thrives in a world of predators through this gentle awareness and grace, through moving softly. There is no aggression or forcefulness or loudness. Deer is thriving, navigating the world effectively with this gentle approach. Feel this softening, this gentleness, this recognition of how powerful a softness and a stillness can be. It is a deeply viable way to move through the world, a quiet presence that carries its own power. And as this transmission continues, you know that deer is listening, the ears flitting around, forward, back, side to side, always listening, the eyes watching, noting every movement, every detail. In front of deer and to the periphery. And deer's body itself is a living awareness, reading the environment, sensing all that is happening around, an alert presence. This is a form of protection that is not armor or a weapon or an aggression, but a thorough paying attention, a soft, gentle presence with what is actually happening. We can interpret it as animal anxiety, but it's not here as you stand with deer spirit guide. This is calm, grounded, earth intelligence. Noticing, listening, sensing. And then you notice deer enters a profound and deep stillness, almost like frozen, barely breathing, every muscle holding position, alert but motionless. Deer is transmitting the teaching of timing. When stillness is needed, deer becomes absolutely still. And then, without warning, deer leaps, a sudden explosive movement, grace and power combined, clearing obstacles with ease, moving swiftly when movement is needed. Deer knows when to be still and when to launch into movement. This is the wisdom of timing. This is listening and trusting instinct. deer now is moving through the meadow. You can observe this transmission of fluidity and elegance, even through the sometimes difficult terrain over fallen logs and brush and bramble. Deer is finding the path of least resistance, moving with the grace, not forcing through obstacles, but flowing around them, finding the way that opens ease. Receive this energetic transmission, this way of navigating difficulty, not thrashing about, not forcing, not fighting against what is, but moving with a fluid awareness, finding the graceful path, the way that flows. And now deer pauses and looks at you again, and you can see the vulnerability, the nakedness that deer has. Deer has no armor, no claws, no sharp teeth, no aggression. Deer lives in the world open, soft, and receptive. This is not weakness. Deer is thriving. This is true vulnerability, the capacity to be fully alive, to experience beauty, to connect, the vulnerability of the spirit guide deer, to be in this world without the barrier of defenses. Allow this transmission of how to live open. This willingness to be present to life, to experience life fully, and to trust that you will know when to move and when to be still, rather than creating walls that close you off. Feel the strength in this choice of openness, this courage in softness, this true power of vulnerability. And now, dear spirit guide and all of the spirit guides of this forest, aligning your energy with these qualities: gentleness, alertness, perfect timing, grace, openness, softening and clearing the harsh edges, the rigid defenses, the patterns of force and aggression that do not serve your being open to life. Opening this capacity for a soft strength, a fluid movement through difficulty, vulnerability as a form of empowered aliveness. Receive this energy, this alignment. Allow it to move through your body and your energy field. Feel yourself moving like the energy of deer, gentle and strong. Stand here in this meadow for as long as you like with deer in this dawn light, strengthening this connection. When you are ready, you can feel deer acknowledging you, acknowledging this connection, this meeting of eyes and hearts and life. And deer turns and moves back into the forest, gracefully, fluidly, disappearing into the trees. And you are here now with this energy transmission, this deer's energy, soft and strong, aware and peaceful, graceful and open. Allow these teachings, these energies to settle within you. Allow these transmissions to begin to integrate. Allowing Deer's wisdom to become part of your own capacity. Begin to take some deep, restorative, rejuvenating breaths. Breathing the energy of this connection, Deer's wisdom, deeply into your body, your energy, and your life. As you begin to return to the everyday world, set the intention that you will remember this connection of gentle power, of awareness and presence, instilling trust in your timing and your senses of that timing. The movement of grace through difficulty, and the openness that allows for the being fully alive. And when you are ready, open your eyes and return to the space that you are in.